And welcome to Celeritas. It's not Friday night or Saturday night, but we're broadcasting anyway because tonight we have a special event. It's an exhibition race with many of our core members, a couple of guests, and last minute schedule change. We welcome Storm with me on co-commentary. It's great to have Storm on the commentary tonight. We were expecting to watch you racing tonight, Storm. Good stuff. We're just assembling the drivers as usual, but hopefully everyone has learnt by now that the streams appear on the YouTube channel. We don't necessarily have to put a link every single time, but welcome on the live stream if you've joined us, and say hi when you're in. Make sure that you can hear us. Tonight it's an interesting race. We're going to go for short qualifying, 100% race around Britain short. So it's going to be another one of those tracks, Storm, that people haven't necessarily got a lot of practice on. Good. It's clear weather, so is that a deliberate choice, Storm, to not have British weather? Well, driving tonight, you'll see the usual faces: Ditalik, Pricey, Bacon, Dawidek. Storm already mentioned Cohen and Fabio, Sweaty, Ashtube, Carrera Fan, Rob, Waitsy, Zonic Gamer. Zonic did one of our video edits this week, which I personally was incredibly grateful for, and I know he's got some great comments on the channel. No, apparently, Storm, you can't be heard right now. You are quite quiet, even in my ear. But yeah, maybe I can just check the. Storm just needs to update his settings because he's changed his PSN handle, we think.
Everybody hear me now?
So Storm's just checked to see if you can hear him. So Carrera Fan on the chat, welcome, and yes, let us know if you can now hear Storm.
Hello everybody, hopefully you can all hear me now.
But also, Storm, tonight we welcome MXTT, that's going to be difficult to commentate with, SFX, Bandy has appeared before, and Ivan, Jamie making his second race. Great, Storm, they can hear you on the chat now. That's good stuff.
Great.
So we're going to head into short quali. I'll try and get everybody a bit of airtime, but with such a short lap, it's going to be difficult to track who's actually on a fast lap, and there's going to be lots of opportunities for traffic to get in everybody's way, right?
It will be chaos.
I remember a long time ago, maybe I was playing Gran Turismo 5 or something. I'm just looking at these cones on screen, and the only way I used to be able to keep myself entertained in long endurance events, where you'd end up sort of leading by a lap and you'd still have an hour to run, I used to try and knock the cones as far down the track as I could, because they tended to interact with the car quite well, so you could knock the same cone every time you went round a lap, and I tried to get a whole lap of a cone.
Well, that's a way to entertain yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a few new drivers to this league. They will be driving in division. There will be Ivan, MXTT.
Yep.
MXTT, I think that's Matt in the chat. Matt in the
Oh,
chat,
cool.
Tell me if that's you and if we can just call you.
Yeah, it'd be useful if we could call you Matt, for sure. So, for those that are new to our to our simulation races, our exhibitions, we do multiplayer cars, and it's an opportunity to express yourself a little bit creatively with liveries, and I try and judge my favourite livery of the night. I see Pricey here, Storm, on screen. He's gone for what could well be an official Celeritas livery.
Yeah, looking good.
Yeah, looking cool.
Looking at the chat, Jamie says, I've no setup, so I got a bingo!
So first excuse from Jamie tonight is he doesn't have a setup, but you've got short quali, you've got several laps to get your setup sorted, Jamie. Good stuff. Jack's on the chat. Welcome, Jack. And as you say, welcome, Matt, as well. So I'm going to have a look at Pricey. I was looking at my time trial friend times, and Shenda's time was a 43.3 Storm. Are you expecting something around that, or is that unachievable tonight?
Yeah, I don't know a lot about time, but I think a 43 is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Maybe a Pricey, I doubt it I can do it off, but we'll see.
Well, let's see where Pricey comes on first attempt. 43.9, so a nice time, but we're already beaten by Dowdek. Dowdek's racing in Celeritas Killers as well. Dittel comes in, he gets 44.0. MXTT just behind him, Zonic Gamer. Let's have a look at MXTT. I'm going to try and find some drivers who are actually on a lap. Here's Lightning. He hasn't changed his livery, Storm. He's on the default livery. I'm not a fan. Lightning, yeah, it's one of the first ones in the game, I think.
Oh, yeah, he's getting penalty points for that.
We've got Willie in the chat. Willie calls bingo already. Well, welcome, Willie. So Lightning takes a 44.7. Bandy's on track, running a red and white livery. That's kind of smart. It almost looks Marlboro-like. And Bandy gets 45.5, so quite a safe banker for him.
Also on the medium tire, he just spun, but...
Oh, nice, okay. Rob has got one of these rainbow liveries, but that is a default. So, yeah, not... I think I praised Pricey last exhibition race for this livery, thinking he created it, and then I saw it in the purchase plan, and I thought, well, made a mistake there. In the podium pass, I think it was. Rob can get some points off me for racing Jensen Button's number, so that's pretty cool. Rob's first lap, just rounding the last corner, 45.7, but an invalidation, I believe. Sweaty's going for a all-black livery, but just warming up at the moment. Let's have a look at Ashtube. Ashtube hasn't changed his livery. He's on the Posh Driver Premium Edition Michael Schumacher livery here.
Because it's a short track, you can easily do 2 laps in a row. Tire wear is also very low.
Yeah. What are you feeling about strategy? Is it soft medium you expect today?
We're definitely not going to see any hard tires.
Right.
Hard tires are not correct. So probably soft, medium soft, something like that.
Yeah. But a one stop, almost certainly?
think so, because the pit entry on this track is like one of the longest of the game. So you are losing around 30 seconds making a pit stop. So
Yeah.
I think we're going to see lots of one-stoppers.
Wait, see, on a fast lap, I think. Right now, just coming down to Vale. So a couple of corners to run. I think this is the same livery weights he raced last exhibition race, and he gets a P4 with a 44.2. We're still seeing Dawidek on pole right now, but that's the fastest lap he's going to be able to put in. He's just been DSQ'd from the session, and he was on pole, so he's just lost pole position for that. Sorry, Dawidek. I'm laughing because Storm's laughing. That's the only reason.
That's what I would say.
For those that don't know, Storm and Dawidek are frenemies, and they enjoy each other's misfortune quite regularly on the channel. Waitsy improves to a P3 there.
Dawidek is lucky that I'm not racing.
Yeah. But at least you get to watch and have a good laugh. Jamie in P11 with a 44.9. Times are tight, but I expect them to get even tighter than this. Just looking at MXTT, that's a pretty smart kind of blue to pink faded zebra livery. That's kind of cool. Let me know if that is a default.
I don't think so. It looks like a default because it looks nice, but I'm not sure.
Dawidek said he didn't want pole in the chat. So
Yeah, of course he didn't. It was intentional that he DSQ'd.
That's right. I'm pretty sure he wants to give the rest of the field a head start, and he'll probably start on hards just to contradict what you were saying earlier.
I think he's going to start in a full wet.
Just anticipating bad weather because we're in England. There is somebody, is it SFX, who is racing in a Brawn type livery, which is going to get some points from me. So I will check in. It's definitely a white predominant car, but I'm just watching Ivan, newcomer to the channel, car 14, gets a 45.9. So some room for improvement on that lap. That is on the mediums though, so maybe he's trying that alternate strategy.
Just wait in the chat, evening guys, hope you're all well. Yeah, thank you. Hope you're well too.
Yes, good to have everybody. I was looking at some of the driver bio forms, and there's definitely a group of us who are all of a similar age. I won't embarrass anybody by saying who that is, but there's definitely a sort of cabal of older guys who are racing, as well as some very young ones. But yeah, it's maybe 3 or 4 older drivers.
Yeah, it's good to see age difference.
Definitely. It's Carrera fan in the Brawn livery, and I'm liking it. I'm liking that one. It's perhaps not quite the right shade, but it's close. It's quite smart. Carrera fan currently running P12. He was just deposed by, I think, Cohen, who just popped in a time there. Lots of people just sitting in the garage waiting for a clear spell, maybe. Lightning coming into the pits. Ashtube taking probably not a quick route through the grass there, but I think he's getting out of somebody's way. How far do you have to go off the grass, Storm, to end up causing a yellow? Do you think in quali? Is it fairly impervious to that?
getting DSQ.
Well, if you know, people getting out of the way, they take quite a long trip across gravel or something. Is that likely to draw a yellow and ruin somebody's lap?
Yeah, you can cause a yellow flag, but you can just go full speed through the yellow flag in the game. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's not like you have when it's a yellow flag, you have to slow down. It's just that you cannot overtake, but volley also can.
That's good. So just watching Cohen in the green car, 44.9, didn't improve that time. Price has managed to make it out of the pits. Let's have a look at him. He's about to start. He's ruining his gearbox there, running in second down the hangar straight. But perhaps Storm, could you take us on a lap with Pricey once he gets to the end of the lap there?
Yeah. Going down. Opening the exit, the last chicane. Into the corner. Leave the car there. Right back to the road. Up to the 8th gear, 2 corners, 2 corners. The back of the tires.
Not quite, not quite. This first corner, Storm, can you take it flat in full fuel for the race, do you think?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Yes.
Yeah, definitely. You don't have to cut it too much. Otherwise you can get a warning.
Yeah. And I'm expecting overtakes down into Vale near the pit entry, and apart from the first lap, I'm thinking perhaps not into turn 3. Not a great corner. True. It's quite short on the short track, isn't it? The DRS.
Davidex is quiet, very quiet.
Yes, it's quiet for me as well. Just watching Bandy, he was on a pretty good lap there and just overcooked the traction. But he may be going for a second one. No, he loses it. Turn 1, grabs too much. I fear those tyres were a little bit dirty after going offline and tried to take turn 1 at full throttle. But I don't think that was quite what was in the car at that point. SFX joining us tonight, coming up to finish his lap. Simple but effective Renault-like livery from SFX. Crosses the line, 44.6, no improvement, still P10. Ashtube just getting out of people's way, looks like. Need to be careful stopping on track, I think.
Yeah, that can give you a DSQ.
So as Darrodek told us why he was DSQ'd yet?
Yeah, he stopped, he spun, then he wanted to let people pass him, but he stopped for too long, so that's DSQ. But I think what caused my voice to be so low is I didn't have something, so I'm going to search for my old one. We'll be right back.
No problem, no problem. Yeah, we can't have a quiet storm at all. This is a nice livery from Dittel. Very effective. Side on, it looks very smart. It looks fast, just standing still. Dittel in sector 2, but he's got traffic. He's purpled the first sector, right on the edge of invalidating, but that probably means he was pushing very hard. He's going to get a toe up the hanger straight with DRS, but he's going to lose some grip. He perhaps overcompensated onto the dirt. Yeah, he's decided against that. Decided against that lap. Perhaps live to fight another day. But we get a nice close look up at the livery. It's kind of cool. Still pushing hard with Dittel. Dittel, one of our fastest drivers from Division 2. Had a shocker of a result at Zandvoort, so he'll be hoping his luck improves. No, he's ruined those tyres, so it looks like that's gone. Price's dropped the bar slightly. Price has gone down to 43.7. It's not quite the pace I've seen in time trial, but of course a lot of people wouldn't run a time trial setup live in a race. Livery looking nice for Celeritas. Good stuff from Pricey. Rob in the chat, sorry mate, I don't know how many laps it's going to work out in, but it's going to be plenty, isn't it? I can see the people being lapped multiple times, especially if Pricey's pace is significantly better than everybody else's. But he's not impervious. I think Matt's just improved, sorry, MXTT's just improved in this zebra livery. He's slightly slower in his second lap. Haven't spent any time looking at Bacon today yet. So Bacon's racing kind of a Gulf colour scheme, kind of turquoise and orange. I tried to create a Gulf colour scheme on my own multiplayer car, one of mine, but it's just classic racing colours, isn't it? Turquoise and orange. Good stuff. Head straight to the pits for Bacon, so not happy at the moment with that run. Let's watch Jamie on track.
Well, I'm back. Hopefully it's better now.
It seems a little louder to me, but hopefully, yeah, Dawadek will let us know. Ashtube has got a 5-place grid penalty, apparently. Must be that difficulty getting out of the way of traffic. I think Pricey's had enough. He's got enough in there. Anybody going up for a last lap? I don't think so. I think we're almost there to settle the grid. MXTT did jump up right at the end there and got 6th place. Right now it stands with Pricey 2/10 ahead of Waitsy. Dittel very close behind in 3rd, with Lightning in 4th. SFX debuting and getting a 5th place. So pretty good. Race Storm, can you take us through the grid?
Yeah, definitely. With Pricey in pole position, followed by Waitsy on the front row, Dittelik in 3rd, Lightning in 4th, followed by VSFX, Matt J08, S-Tube, Fabio in 8th, Cohen in 9th, followed by fellow Dutch driver Rob, Impossible Bacon in 11th, pole position for the alternative strategy, Tony Gamer in 12th, Rare FM 13, Bundy Hun in 14, Jamie in 15, Ivan in 16, Sweaty in 17, and Davidek and Lankovas did get a DSQ, so they will be starting from the last row.
Yeah, it looks like we lost a driver as well, Storm. We're down to 19.
No, we started with 19.
Ah, right, okay.
We missed one. There was Crockett, but he did join, but he joined as a spectator, so I don't know what happened there.
Whoops.
But yeah, he was late anyway, so.
Okay. Yeah, Rob touting Dawadek to do a last to first challenge. Um, so I'm sure
Well,
that's his
good luck with
intention.
that.
Yeah. Free choice of tyres though. So Bacon, I think he qualified on the mediums, but he can change his strategy, and of course everybody else can do the same. Everyone just choosing their fuel loads and strategy now in the pits, and we get ready to get going. Do you see anybody staying with Pricey today, Storm?
Um, we have Waitsy in second. Is also a Division 1 driver. He's fast as well. So maybe I think he can keep up, especially with the DRS. As long as he stays in within the first 3 laps within DRS range, he will be good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. We know Pricey starts very hard and he pushes really, really hard at the start and any restarts and pit out laps. But it has bitten him in the past. It's win or bust for Pricey, I think, a lot of the time. There won't be much chance to warm up the tyres on this short track, and there won't be a lot of time for me to be able to give people screen time, but I see Lankavas racing in an orange and black livery as well. It's quite cool. It's a very... someone's just lost it. I think that's Ashtube has just lost it, warming up the tyres, spun around. He might end up with those really cold tyres if he's just rejoined in the middle of the track, Storm. Zonic Gamer is driving very much on brand, on his YouTube channel brand colours. I see.
Almost everybody outside the top 10 starting in the mediums, besides S2 because he qualified within the top 10.
Yeah.
But he got a grid penalty, so he has to start on the softs. And Carrera Fan and Jamie are starting on the softs.
Excellent. Well, good luck to everybody. Keep it clean. Let's keep it as good as we can out of the first few corners, and try not to have any issues. Perhaps Storm, you could take us from somewhere near the back, and I'll try and keep an eye on the front.
That's good.
Got 5 lights. It's lights out and go, go, go at Great Britain on Celeritas. We've got Lankavas and Pricey making a good start. Someone shot it right across the grass there. Right, very early crash. Dittle closing in on Waitsy. Looks like Lankavas got that first place. We've got a safety car immediately, Storm. Did you see who it was?
I didn't see. I saw some end plates flying in the air, but I didn't see a big crash or something.
Somebody speared across the starting grid, either under traction or helped into an accident. We've certainly saw Ivan dropping down, I think.
Lightning and Matt lost both 13th position.
Yeah. They did, and looks like Ashtube dived straight into the pits as well. So he's pitting under safety car. I wonder what he's going to put on in terms of tyres. Matt's saying in the chat, Lightning flew across. I think it was a traction loss. He's already got a 5-second penalty, Lightning, for a collision with Ivan. So yeah, losing Ivan, Matt and Lightning back to the back of the grid, not great. So the safety car is going to tour for a few laps, I imagine, while the game calibrates. Unfortunate beginning to the race, but fairly inevitable given short track and everybody very keen to gain places at the start here due to the lack of overtaking opportunities, I think.
Very unfortunate for Matt.
Yeah.
but he got the victim of lightning, losing his traction.
So those 3 in the bottom of the field have now pitted. Don't believe the grid order at the moment because it's showing them as leading. I'm sure that's not the case. That will organise itself shortly. Pricey has got up to the safety car. I did just see, I think Jamie's spinning. It's possible his finger slipped, Storm.
Oh, please don't say that.
But yes, overall, Jamie's got 4 places up, 5 up for Sweaty, but a lot of those towards the tail of the field because many of the bottom of the field there, of course, have lost lots of places. We will see. Still got the safety car. Let's keep an eye on that. Yeah, lights are still on. So a brightly coloured rainbow grid. So Jamie was taking my comment in good humour, so that's all good. The safety car is going to remain with us for at least another lap. Sadly, it gives us a chance to get those tyres warmed up. Let's just check in. What tyres did everybody put on? We have got a hard one up. MXTT did go for the hard Storm. I think sometimes people just listen to the stream and try and do whatever you say nobody will definitely do.
They're doing the opposite.
Yes.
Yeah, but some way it always works. The opposite of what I'm saying, so it's maybe a good call.
Oh dear. Lots of weaving. This is perhaps the brightest, most neon grid I think we've ever seen on Celeritas.
Yeah, I like it. A rainbow grid.
No, it looks like we live with the safety car yet again. Let's have a look at some of the other cars then as we come out. Lightning has pitted again. So he's gone on to mediums. I don't know if he's planning to take those to the end of the race. Maybe I didn't catch what his first pit stop did, and it might have been a penalty. Ash dropped down considerably in the race so far, but I expect to see him progressing well the rest of the race.
Bonnie Hunt pitted. I think he lost his front wing. Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He's getting a new front wing. He's also going on the hard, so both Bundy and Mats are aiming for the one stop on the hards now and taking the hards to the end of the race.
Yep. So we've almost got up to 10% of the race under safety car at the moment, but the safety car lights have gone off, so we are going to get racing pretty soon. Do you expect Pricey to wait till the last second out of the last turn?
I think he's going to wait very long.
Well, I'm going to ride with Dittle, get an idea of when Pricey decides to go. We will see. Wow, that was some turbulent riding there. Pricey has gone. He leaps away at a point where Waitsy couldn't respond. Dittle is catching Waitsy with a toe into turn 1. Can he stay with him through turn 2 and into 3? Waitsy defends to the inside. Dittle's going to have to go the long way round. I think he's going to get him. Oh, he's compromised on exit, but he gets a better drive. Yes, he's going to get past him on traction. So, nice overtake from Dittle. SFX looking to make a jump on Waitsy at the same time. Waitsy, I think, is lagging slightly. But SFX didn't make that work round around Stowe.
It's SFX that's lagging. He's on a 1 bar.
Yeah, car was jumping around a little bit, so hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. He's going to go around the outside of 2, try and take we've got another safety car, Storm. Someone's toppling down. Price is toppling down. Or is that just a glitch? Price has gone in the pits?
Yeah.
No, that's Bacon.
He did drop down.
Did Pricey lose it on lap? He's lost his front wing. So he's had a problem. I can see a missing front wing. He looks like a Formula Ford at the moment. What has happened, Pricey? What's happened to you? Down in 13th. I did mention earlier that he lost the car on the first lap after a restart, I think in Spa on the way out the pits. So I wonder if he made contact with the barrier somewhere. Lots and lots of people pitting right now, Storm.
The Pricey lost his complete front wing, so it must have been a big incident.
Yeah, because we're still running reduced damage, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, so lots of people pitting here. Pricey's down to 15th at the moment. I think that's probably where he'll come out.
Davidek is in 6th already. From P18.
Fantastic. He hasn't pitted yet, I don't think, but it looks like we're going to have safety cars today.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah. Well, I think we managed one lap under safety under racing speed so far.
Yeah, something like that.
So your current order, Dittel has stayed in front from Fabio. So we also lost down the grid SFX. He was quite high up. He was, challenging for the podium before Pricey seemingly lost it. So Dittel from Fabio and Rob in 3rd. We have Zonic and Dawidek 4th and 5th. Jamie was held in the pits apparently and lost several positions. So unlucky for him. Someone is touring around in the grass there. Are they retiring?
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid it was a ghost. I couldn't actually tell who it was.
It's an orange car. It's a possible Bacon.
It's Bacon.
No,
He hasn't got damaged. He's not damaged. Bacon, what's happening? Talk to us. What did you do?
What?
What happened there? He's picked back up again. Seemingly let everybody go past. No. Strange situation for Lightning.
For Bacon.
Sorry for Bacon, yes.
No problem.
I was reading something else, I think, at the time. Yeah. Very weird. Okay. So Bacon's dropped down considerably. Let's just have a little look at position changes. It's a real mixed bag. Who is that?
The safety car's coming in this lap already.
Excellent. Okay. So riding with 3rd place Rob. Let's get going again, guys. See where we can get these soft tyres to. Dittel has the clear track, and he's in charge of when everybody gets going. Typically takes that penultimate corner, throttle down, no one could follow him, and we're green again. Let's go. No, cars very far apart at the start there at the front of the grid, but it looks like SFX challenging Bandyhun down in 8th. Very close between them. Looks like Lightning's going to try and take advantage of SFX's compromised run, but this lagging is pretty problematic. It's going to make everybody very nervous around him. Looks like Jamie just picked up a track limits penalty. Behind these drivers, I saw Carrera fan making a move. Looks like Ashtube trying to make a move as well. up the inside of Pricey, possibly, or is it Pricey trying to take Ashtube? This camera is not helping me at all. Ashtube and Pricey absolutely side by side together, squeezing. Pricey's turned round. He was very aggressive in turn 1, and Ashtube turned him round. That looked pretty 50-50 to me, looked like wheel on wheel, but Pricey tumbles down the grid again, just as Shay in the chat announced his support for Pricey and Waitsy. It's not turning out to be a great race for them. Down the grid, I saw MXTT just running wide as he tries to take Bandy. They're coming up to the end of the lap. Bandy taking a different line through the last corner. I think that's going to favour MXTT, but Bandy sits in the middle of the track and is guarding that. It looks like MXTT coming up the inside of turn 3. Good, nice, clean move that started several corners before. Really set him up for that pass. It looks like he lost the car on traction. Uses a very generous line on the way out. It's really tight racing, Storm.
Yeah, I saw Davidek losing the car at the safety car restart. So he dropped down the field, changed his front wing, and is now on fresh soft tires, but he is back at the place where he started with the open. MXTT
and Bandy just made contact. It was looking fairly inevitable, but they're tumbling down the grid now. So Bandy stayed ahead of Pricey, but MXTT dropped behind him. I'm sure Davidek will be grateful for you spotting that incident on track. Storm, someone's doing donuts in a Celeritas livery in the middle of the track. That person's likely, I think that's Davidek, just spinning around. He's gone down to 18th now. Ash, Carrera fan Jamie, they're all close together right now. Still got Dittle heading the field from Fabio and Rob, but strong distance between those. I'll go and have a look at Lankavas. I just saw SFX lost it on traction out of the last corner. Lost 3, 4, 5 places, I think. Meanwhile, behind them, Bacon is trying to make an overtake, although he might be ghosting. I think we might have lost Bacon's connection. He's certainly a ghost at the moment.
I'm not sure.
Ash pretty close up behind Carrera fan in the Brawn. Ash has a better line through the corner. Not really agreeing with each other who's taking which line. That's risking some pretty catastrophic contact and a possible pit lane blockage, so take it easy, guys. 3 wide over the start-finish line with Jamie, Ash and Carrera fan. I think Jamie's got the inside line into 1. Holds it. Oh, this camera works atrocious. Ash defending from Jamie. They're super close together. This is going to end in tears. Yeah, as I say that, Ash's turn round. Just not giving enough racing room. I feel like Ash, well, he was certainly too far behind to make a move stick there, Storm.
Yeah, Jamie didn't left enough room for S-Tube.
True.
Looked like from my point of view.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see after the race.
Carrera swerves to the inside of Jamie. Gets the inside line through 1. That's going to slow him through 2. But he holds on and takes the place. So Carrera up to 8th. Pretty tight up behind Cohen now. MXTT grabs a 3-second penalty. We've got a lot of penalties at the moment. I don't know if people will serve some of those in the pits. It looks like Carrera is coming to Cohen's Ghost at the moment. I think that must be Cohen, but it's a ghosted coloured car, so looks like we might have lost him.
Just made a move on Bundy. We feel Waitsy right at the grid with Jamie right now. Only 2 turns behind.
Yeah, Shay on the chat just calling out Waitsy's progress, so we'll stay with him. Might go on board because this first sector of the track, the camera work just lingers on the wrong place for far too long for a short track. Waitsy quite cautious onto the hanger straight there. He's not going to be getting Jamie into Stowe. See what he gets. Jamie takes a chunk of dirt off the inside of Stowe. That's going to really compromise his grip levels. So Waitsy will be sensing blood in the water here and waiting to strike. Jamie knows it. Jamie's gone to the middle of the track. Waitsy very hesitant to take full throttle. Really big lift on the way into one, anticipating a loss of downforce, I think. Just lost it. Stabbed the throttle out of 5. Heads onto the hanger straight and still no closer to Jamie this time. Wow. Blink and you miss it. I was concerned that we were going to get large gaps and just cars lapping each other, but this is really tight racing.
There's loads of beggars on the track. Also, everybody is on a different tire with fresh use of the tires.
Ash taking a much tighter line with much better grip on those soft tyres than Ivan, though those will probably drop off relatively soon. Did I just see Pricey fastest lap? I may have done. Yeah, lots of cars really struggling on traction, which Silverstone is usually a pretty high grip track.
Yeah, it is. Maybe the tire temperature are the tires. Maybe the tire temperature are harder to manage around the track.
Do you think we can get hold of Dawidek to find out what happened?
I don't know. I don't think he's willing to explain what happened, but we can always try, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'd like to do mid-race interviews for anyone who has a problem and has to leave.
Yeah,
we'll try.
I'm also leaving the commentary in around 5 minutes.
No problem. No problem. Waitsy still struggling here to get past Jamie, and meanwhile, just behind him, Pricey's going to try and take advantage. I think Dawidek's with us. I'll join you in a second, Dawidek, but right now the action on track is absolutely frantic. It's Pricey up behind Waitsy, who Pricey gets the inside line through one, takes a wide line. Bacon's Ghost is going through everybody. Looks like Waitsy really lost out there. Waitsy is really struggling to follow other cars with his current setup. Dawidek, thank you for joining us. What on earth happened to you today?
I don't even know, honestly. First of all, like, I got disqualified for apparently going the wrong way, but I actually wasn't, so I don't know what Codemaster's playing up again.
Yeah.
You know, I think they've got a thing for me or something, but, you know.
I think they have. I think they've been listening to some of your comments, and yeah, you're not going to get the rub of the green at all from Codemasters, I think.
Something was up with that race. Like, see the setup I used? I've used that setup many times, and it felt more stable on time trial than it did in a race. Which does not make any sense. I was like ice skating the whole time. So
it looks like people are really struggling on traction today. Did you put that down to the safety car?
I think cold tyres. That's what happened to me when I was in the mediums. I spun out because my tyres were cold. It's kind of hard to heat them up on the track, especially when everyone's like going really slow. But, yeah.
Wow. And then after quali, we saw you tumble down the grid order. Did you have an incident?
On my mediums, I spun out.
Right.
Then yeah. The rest is history, that's all I can say. I went on to softs thinking, alright, I'm gonna have some ultra pace on these guys. First corner, I legit ice skate through it. Second corner, same thing. I look at my tyres, they're at 120 degrees, so I'm like, okay, something's going on.
Bizarre. bizarre.
better.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Who do you... Oh, we've just watched Jamie and Carrera fan make contact there and tumble down the grid again. A lot of tight action. Have you been watching along on stream at the same time?
Yeah, I was. You know, I had to fill some time in during that qualifying since it did get disqualified.
So will you have managed to catch some of Storm's comments?
I did hear his little cheeky comments. Not gonna lie, Storm, I'm not happy about that.
Ah, shit.
I can barely hear you because your mic was like so quiet at the start.
Yeah,
It's a lot better now.
Yeah.
Well, Storm, I give you the chance to defend your comments to Dawidek now before you have to leave us.
No, I'm not going to defend it.
Storm, I just have one question for you.
Yeah.
What type of juju magic did you set on me for this race? Because what happened to me there was not normal. I think he casted a spell on me or something. So
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Doing some black magic.
Yeah, think so.
Well, I don't know if you can stick around with us or you need to head off and have a lie down in a dark room, Dawidek.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. Just think about tonight.
Well, you're welcome to
Alright.
join us on commentary if you want, but I understand
will
if you've
do.
had enough of looking at the screen.
I probably would, but you know, Storm's here, so I don't really want to be here.
Oh, he's about to go.
I'm leaving.
Okay. Bye.
Well, I'm heading off now. So,
Okay.
good luck.
Must.
All right, Storm. Well, we've just seen Dittle pit and drop down the order, as you'd expect. On screen, we've got Lightning and Zonic fighting for what is now the lead. But of course, they've just lost. They've just gained some places due to Dittle's pit stop. Dittle, Rob, and Lankovas, I believe, all pitted at exactly the same time and put on mediums to see out the remaining half of the race. So that should be fine. Should be fine. But Lightning looking at a clear track ahead of him right now. Getting people coming in and out of parties. Dawidek, have you come?
I apologise for disrupting you, but I will join you on the contrary.
Okay, great.
I just need to take my dog out first. Because, you know, it is a long-ass race, so... So yeah, I'll be back in like 15 minutes.
No sweat, no sweat. Brilliant. Okay, so... yeah, Mr. Crockett, it's a shame we didn't get you. Apparently we saw you show up as a spectator just right at the death and not select to drive just then. So sadly we didn't manage to get you into the race. Hopefully next time. Hopefully see you next time or in your divisional race. Shay, just clarify what you mean on the chat. Have we got more room for drivers in our divisions? We certainly have, and there's always opportunities to race as a reserve driver when drivers can't make it, and you can contribute to the team points for that divisional race. So join the server on Discord, take part in your trial, and we welcome new drivers. Cleanliness on track and battling is better than speed, and consistent performance is definitely rewarded as people kind of are learning to race leagues or learning to battle each other. Looks like Ashtube and Price and Jamie made it past Carrera fan there. Carrera's struggling on these hards. I hope this strategy works out for him towards the end, but right now he does not have the pace to fight Ash and Jamie. Okay, super close down here in the midfield. Currently we've still got Lightning. He's extending his lead right now against Zonic, and Cohen is getting pretty tight up behind Zonic, and we've got Pricey having made his way up the grid, but he is on 21 lap old mediums, so that would be tough to make those run to the end, so we may be looking for an extra pit stop from him. In terms of who we expect to be pitted to the end, it still looks like Dittel has got the advantage here. He's also got out with a car in front of Carrera, in front of Fabio and Rob, so I think Dittel's in a really good position here if he can get through this traffic quickly. Unfortunately, he's coming up to overtake Jamie and Ash, who have been locked in battle and not necessarily going to be staring at their mirrors right now. Great helicopter shot of exactly the battle I'm talking about. Jamie really closes up on the brakes and loses on traction to Ash. Dittel takes to the beyond the white lines on the way out of Stowe, losing downforce. But he's going to have good traction here out of the last corner. Takes to the inside. Looks like Jamie's not making life too difficult. He knows his battle is not with Dittel today, and he needs to focus on his outright pace while his rival Ash manages to take a pit stop. It's push time for Jamie if he wants to avoid the undercut of Ash. We've got Carrera fan again closing right up on Jamie. These guys have been locked together all day long. So we really do have a fantastically close battling race for you all today. Looks like Zonic has pitted for his first pit stop today, and he's going to go soft tyres for 20 plus laps, serving a penalty at the moment. So he's going to tumble down the order. Dittel up to 5th while everybody else pits, and certainly the four ahead of him, he'll be looking to overtake. I think Pricey and Lightning will be pitting. Cohen and Waitsy might be trying to make those hards work, possibly just despite Storm's prediction that we would not see any hard runners today. Carrera fan is to the outside of Jamie. In desperation, it looked like, due to some defending from Jamie. Jamie running a bit of a paint splatter livery today. Fastest lap there for Dittel. He's pushing hard on these new tyres. Look at the distance he's already got from Jamie. That's the difference in tyre and the difference in not needing to battle and defend, I think, certainly in part. He's already got 3 seconds over Jamie in maybe 2 laps. We've just lost Sweaty. Sweaty, if you're on the chat, it'd be great to chat with you and see what happened. Why did we lose you? Where did you go? Yeah, really, it'd be good to have a chat. But anyway, we'll carry on watching the action. Pricey is getting pretty close up behind Cohen. Cohen's, like I say, trying to make those hard laps, those hard tyres run the race. So he's not going to have a lot of grip to fight with, a lot of deg. So Pricey very much running the very close to the official Celeritas livery, which does get you points, but maybe not creativity points, I'm afraid to say. Got past Cohen there, so very nice, and he pushes on. Remember, Pricey has tumbled down at least once, possibly twice, in this half a race that we've had so far. Yeah. Lightning still the head of the field. Cohen's coming back at Pricey. Yeah, we'll see. See if he can respond. Okay. Carrera fan's pretty close up there in this Brawn livery to Jamie again. Let's ride on board and see how he can find his way past really would be. I sense Carrera's got that little bit of pace over Jamie, but Jamie's defending hard. Possibly not. Yeah, there he goes. Just indicating that he knows that Carrera's there behind him. I've just seen a car off track. I don't know who that was. It was a blue colour scheme, possibly. Nobody's visibly dropping down, except that we may have lost Matt as well, sadly. So let's see if we can't hear from Matt. Either try and join the party, Matt, or try a voice chat on PS app. I've got that open. We can just find out what happened to you. Carrera is just staring at the back of this purple car of Jamie's. He's going to try running outside of Stowe. Jamie didn't leave a lot of room there. I think on that particular occasion Carrera would have cause to get a little bit frustrated. Looks like that was a little bit, unless Jamie lost it. Carrera goes running outside and looks like he's got enough overspeed to make the move stick. Let's see if he can get away from Jamie on the next few corners and repel him in the same way Jamie's been able to for so many laps behind in front of Carrera. So I feel like Carrera's got better grip at this stage. They've got same age tyres, but they are on different tyres. It looks like Carrera's driving away quite comfortably here. Jamie's going to need to pit very soon because 30 lap old mediums, that's a struggle. Definitely a struggle. But he gave a very valiant fight against Carrera Fan. Dittel running in 5th still. Hasn't really closed in at the moment. He hasn't really closed in. Hey, Dawidek.
Hey.
The dog's all taken care of, I hope.
Yep.
Excellent.
I assume I didn't miss much, did I?
I think we lost MXTT. I don't know if you can try and get hold of him in the chat. It would be nice to talk to him, see what happened. But I saw a car down, heading into Vale, pointing the wrong direction on the grass, and I think it was him. So it'd be nice to see if we can get hold of him.
He probably just had enough and then just laughed.
Or he took damage and had enough. It's the other way around, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah.
We just saw Carrera Fan finally get past Jamie after a race-long battle between the two of them. Price has made his way up considerably in the order.
Price has made a good comeback.
Definitely. Fabio is challenging Lancobas. Have you seen a livery at the moment that you favour? We're just watching Fabio, and he's gone on the wrong section of the track. So, yeah, lost it under braking for turn 5, I think, and ended up on the full circuit, headed down.
I'm just having a look at the liveries, and I quite like Cohen's. Not gonna lie, the little green one.
Oh yeah. At the moment, for me, I think Dittel is my favourite. I quite like Lancobas as well.
Ivan Tonsic just messaged me. He would like join this because he DNF'd, you know. Yeah,
no, cool.
So I'll get him in a party.
Yeah, I just try and catch people as soon as they leave, because often people go offline or go and try and find a shooting game to go and kill some people in rage. I think quite often. But yeah. Okay. So the order on lap 43 of 52, 10 complete laps to run, is Lightning from Pricey, both of whom I'm expecting to pit, as well as Cohen and Waitsy. Do you see there being any chance Pricey gets another 10 laps out of the mediums, Dawidek?
How many laps is he on? I'm currently not on the screen.
34.
34. I mean, mediums are quite durable, but he is going to start feeling them right about now.
Right.
So we'll see. Just depends how good he is with the tyre savement and stuff like that. But yeah, from what I can tell, Pricey is quite good, so he might be able to make it.
It looks like Dittel's strategy might not be working well for him. I was expecting him to get past a lot of drivers a lot more drivers than he has done so far. I don't think he's enjoying the mediums at all. So hopefully we're getting somebody joining us on the chat pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think Eva
we might want to try and queue up SFX because he's just DNF'd as well. Dowdek. We're losing them. It's a good job we managed to get almost a full grid today, because if we'd have started with 13, I don't think we'd have had full points paying positions at the end.
I'm surprised we did manage to get a full grid, because yesterday we had like 15 people and out of nowhere.
Ivan, are you with us? Hello to Ivan. Say hi when you join us. Sounds like you're with us, possibly. Hello. We just saw you. Obviously we saw you DNF a little while ago. What happened? We didn't catch it on screen. Sure. What happened to your race? Why did you retire? Right. Were you using a full Silverstone setup, or had you gone for a custom setup today? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. Where do you feel the difference most? Yeah. So maybe, yeah, it's possible that that they didn't apply the season upgrades to the multiplayer car, and you're kind of racing kind of a testing 2020 era F1 car instead of a end of 2020 season kind of grip levels. Yeah. How was your first experience racing with Celeritas? Will you be sticking with us and coming back to fight another day? Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, we'd look forward to seeing more of you. It was great to have a chat with you at the end of the race. So thanks for joining us. Yeah, really good to see you racing with us. And yeah, better luck next time, Ivan. Thanks a lot. It looks like we just lost Jamie. There.
On talk.
Yeah, and well, he's already got. He's yeah, a little bit of name calling, gentle name calling, in the YouTube chat. When anybody joins us on chat, it's important that we have our audio voice setting set to share all. But yeah, just talking to Ivan Dowdek, he didn't have a best of races. Doesn't like the multiplayer cars very much, but it hasn't put him off. He's ready to come back fighting. It sounds like he's got a really good, healthy attitude on him for the long game.
He does indeed. I mean, there's no point of getting too bothered about this race. You know, it's just a little practice event with a very dodgy lobby, because I don't know. See what was happening to me? I'm still a bit stunned by what happened. Like, I can't quite grasp on what Codemaster did to me, but they definitely did something.
In all fairness, I would say that I've seen a lot of people struggling today with traction, so it could be that It could be that maybe Storm just turned everybody's traction control off. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that shouldn't bother me too much since I don't have it on either, but
No.
I don't know. It just felt like I had no traction. Every time I'd hit a corner, I'd just start ice skating.
Yeah.
I wonder if many people are experiencing that as well.
It's possible. It looks like Pricey is going to make these 42-lap-old mediums run to the end. Ditterlick's progress has definitely stalled. He hasn't got a good delta on speed difference here on these mediums, sadly. So it looks like he's going to stay around that 5th place. I don't think anybody's pitting at the end to try and get fastest lap.
I need to look at penalties, but everyone's got penalties. I mean, I don't really blame them.
Let's have a look at the penalty situation. Pricey's got 9 seconds. Pricey could end up down off the podium here.
Especially that his tyres are going off. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how good he is at tyre saving, like, those tyres are screaming.
Oh, Zonic is spinning round on the apex of corner 2. So really distracting for everybody. It's also managed to hit a yellow flag coming up. So people are gaining that under that yellow flag on Pricey. I don't think Pricey's going to get away and stay on the podium. He's on his last lap. He's had terrific pace today. He did have an accident on the safety car restart, on the first safety car restart, I think. His pace is undeniable, but it does look like he might need to go at kind of 98%, especially on those outlaps.
He's got 6 seconds worth of penalties, so I think he will get a podium.
Pricey takes first on the track. Lightning jumps him to take the win, I do believe. Waitsy crosses in second. Pricey demoted to third. We have Cohen, who isn't going to get on the podium in the end. Dittel takes 5th place. Good drive from him. Good looking car. Definitely my livery of the day. Lankovas coming in 6th. That was a quiet drive from Lankovas to get up into 6th place. Rob in 7th. Fabio 8th. Carrera Fan, my second favourite livery of the day, only because it harks back to Braun, I think, and a really good amateur attempt to copy the Braun livery. Ashtube takes 10th. Bacon, who has ghosted at various times today after being a strong critic of other drivers' connections. I wonder if he had his own connection problems today. Didn't put enough pound coins in the meter, perhaps.
Instant karma.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, I've been calling out karma on Bacon. I think you might be right on that. Zonic is not going to cross the line, so he's going to make us all wait while he collects more and more penalties, and will not be picking up. If he keeps going, he might end up dropping behind Jamie in the classification. I've got to yeah. Well, an entertaining race. That went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to, Dawidek.
Yeah, it did indeed. Well, when did we start? 7. It's only quarter past.
Yeah.
So it was like a normal 50% race.
It was. I thought that like a percentage race would be done a percentage on working still on the 200-kilometer rule. But anyway, Lightning in the default livery, in the default suit, still lifts the trophy. Points are for racing positions. We've got a disgusting suit here in second place. and Pricey does get on the podium in the end. I didn't think he was going to make it, but he did in the end get there. So Pricey gets 3rd place after a strong drive. Dawidek, can you take us through the finishing order?
Yeah, so we've got Lightning P1, Waitsy P2, Pricey coming in 3rd, 4th Cohen, 5th Ditterlick, 6th Lankovas, 7th Rob, 8th Fabio, 9th Carrera Fan, Ashtube in 10th, Impossible Bacon 11th, Bandy Hunt 12th, Sonic Gamer 13, Jamie, the biggest talker ever, 14, BSFX 15th, Matt 16th, TTD Sweaty 17th, Ivan 18th, and the one and only Dawidek himself 19th.
It looks like Ashtu managed to get fastest lap and would get a point for that as he came in top 10. And I was thinking with Jamie's chat level, I thought when Price is telling you to stop talking, I'm pretty sure you know you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, Dawidek, I don't know if we can get any of our podium sitters on the chat.
I'll ask about.
Thank you. That'd be cool to get in touch with those guys. I'm going to head off shortly, but if we can't get hold of anybody fairly quickly, although I think a lot of people are rushing off to other races, perhaps.
Yeah, true that. I'm going to just ask the podium sitters. Pricey said he's going to join for an interview.
Sweet. Okay, that sounds good.
Go invite him in a sec.
Thanks, Ivan.
Alright, cheers.
See you later. Waits is here and available, apparently, Dawidek.
Yeah, I'm going to invite him.
Bacon's calling me out on Discord for criticising his internet connection. I would say, Bacon, if you're still listening to us, my friend, it's we saw you ghosting a lot more than one lap out there. So we'll see.
The proof is there.
We'll see. I'm sure Carrera fan has got a lot to say about that race, having stared at the back of and often the side of Jamie's car for all of the race. Pricey, are you with us, my friend? Hello. That was eventful for you. Yeah. It seemed like did you lose? You lost your entire front wing on your first lap after the safety car? We didn't catch it. Right. You made contact with the barrier, did you? Right. Okay, yeah, no, Dawidek, I don't know if you've been listening, but Dawidek is calling some sort of curse or hex on tonight's race.
Starting what's going on.
He says the grip level was like, 60% of what it should have been. Would you agree, or do you think he's talking rubbish? Right.
Yeah.
Spoilers. Yeah. We saw you storming through the field, though. Anybody stand out as being more difficult to pass than others? Okay. Dead easy. But where did you pick up your track limit penalties? Turn one every time. Are you biting too much out of the apex? Is that the problem? Right. Got it. Yeah, actually using the curb to get you around the corner a little bit, and it just bit you too many times. Ah, that's a shame. Okay. Well, yeah, it was good. It was good fun watching you racing. How do you like the multiplayer car? Ivan was just complaining. He said that they're a lot poorer than the current 2020 spec. Okay. Okay, no problem. So, that's all right. That's all right. When are you going to change that hideous race suit that your driver races in, Pricey? I think you should be paying us for the headaches you're giving us by looking at it. All right.
It's not looking likely.
That's true. No, that's true. Yeah, let's dig up that. Let's dig up that one again, shall we?
Let's just move on from that, alright? I don't want to talk about today. Today never happened. Like I said.
Yeah. But next time we see you reserve driving in Division 2, Pricey, we'd like you to start on hards,
Never
please.
again.
Never again. Yep.
You're banned, mate.
That's a challenge, but we'll have to see what Bacon says. Bacon's the boss. He's the boss. Well, yeah, good to talk to you, Pricey. I think I'll try and get to one of the other podium sitters. I think Waitsy might be waiting in the lobby, possibly, Dawidek?
I think so, maybe. I might invite him to the party. Kind of forgot. Poor Waitsy.
Honestly, Storm, when he listens back to this stream.
Absolutely nothing. I should be ashamed to be our owner.
Banter is what he's good for sure. And giving Storm plenty of fuel and plenty of stuff to chat about. Thanks a lot for joining us, Pricey. Good to talk to you.
Cheers. See ya.
Thanks, man. So just a reminder, when you join us on Party Audio, make sure your audio settings are set to share. I know that mine are after many attempts to work it out. See if you can hear me saying that. Try and make sure you turn your party setting audio to share. But see, looks like you've just joined us.
Hey guys, yeah, I'm here.
Welcome to the post-race interviews, if you can call them that. How was your race? It looks like you had a good strong drive there today.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Made a wrong strategy call when the second safety car, I believe, came out.
Right.
Pitted for the mediums, then thought it's going to be pushing them a bit towards the end, so decided to sacrifice track position, dived in for a set of hards, and I think probably that decision's cost me a good chance of victory. But I'll take P2 hands down. Yeah.
No, it was a good drive. It was really good. You were battling with several drivers. Anybody stand out for you tonight?
Trying to follow Pricey was a pain in the backside, quite frankly. But I always struggle to stay with him.
Is that because he's so good or because he's so inconsistent?
Well, to be honest, I'm going to say a bit of both, to be honest.
He's gone now, you can say what you like,
yeah. His exit speeds through some of the corners were a lot better than myself. So,
yeah.
Like going down, I think it's turn 5 that leads onto the back straight, he was quicker than me through there every lap. But obviously, as the race rolled on, I managed to get lines better, not losing the car as much, because I did struggle middle part of that race, certainly following drivers.
Yeah.
In the dirty air, it was, it was what it was, but it's worked out in the end, I feel.
Were the grip levels today what you were expecting?
About that, yeah. I mean, obviously using the multiplayer cars, sometimes the setups can feel a little bit different.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's the first time I've raced on this track since actually having this game, so
okay.
I didn't really know what to expect. But
I always go wrong on my journey through turn 4, and then really mess up going through 5 because it's just not what you're expecting at all.
No,
on this
absolutely not. Not at all. Certainly did struggle with. I was clipping the inside curb of turn 4 quite a lot and unsettling the back end of the car, but
yeah.
It's a
bit of a Jackie Stewart kind of slow in, fast out situation on turn 5.
It
I find.
Really is.
Yeah.
It took me a little time to realise that, but once I did, the race pace picked up and it was better overall.
Yeah, excellent stuff. You looking forward to this weekend's racing?
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Canada's it's a good track. Just track limits are horrendous.
Yeah.
Not looking forward to the last chicane, as always. I tend to cut that more times than I want to know, but I think it's going to be a good race overall. Probably a couple of safety cars I'm expecting. But and
Right.
hopefully this time no contact with Davidek in this race.
Yeah.
Dawidek's going to be on a charge on Saturday, I'm
I have
sure.
no
Yeah, I
doubt.
need to make a comeback.
I'm looking
'Cause
forward
so
to
far
it.
it's been fucking disgraceful.
What
Dawidek,
happened tonight?
language on the
Language.
stream.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting.
What happened tonight, man?
You're live
I
on
don't
Channel
wanna
4.
talk about
Please
it.
do not swear.
All right, Davina.
What the hell?
But no, Canada's going to be good fun. I have no doubt. There'll be quite a few penalties around. I have no doubts about that.
I'm hoping we see a little bit of variable weather at the weekend on one of the races as well. But do you feel like you've got your strategy locked in? I'm not asking you to reveal it, but will you be practicing much beforehand?
I'll be practicing a bit for it, yeah.
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't really do that much wet weather practice, so I'll just sort of take it as it comes. If
Sure.
it rains, it rains. You just got to try and adjust your setup accordingly and hope for the best, you know.
Definitely.
As long as it's not a full wet race. As
No.
long as it's not a full wet, I'll take that.
Cool. Okay. Good stuff. Well, good to talk to you, Waitsy. I'll try
Cheers,
and get to our winner if we can, Lightning and possibly Carrera Fan. I'd
Lightning
love to hear
can't.
what. Sorry, Lightning's on.
No, you can't.
I
He
can't
doesn't
make
have a mic, apparently.
Okay, and any chance of Carrera Fan? Because I'm dying to know
think
what
he's
he
in the
made
party.
of his battle. Carrera Fan, are you with us yet?
Hey guys, I'm here.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Hello. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm alright. Yeah.
Will you be seeing a purple and black wing in your dreams tonight? Do you think?
I don't know. I can't tell you that.
It looked
Wait
like you
till
were
tomorrow, I'll tell
you were
you.
having no end of trouble with Jamie getting past.
I mustn't lie. It was, as long as it was frustrating. It was a great battle, and I
It was.
actually enjoyed it as well. But before as well, being stuck behind him, I was sweating like hell just to get past him. So,
Yep.
just to make the hards actually work, and yeah, but yeah, it was a good scrap.
That was cool stuff. Yeah, and it looked like, I mean, as soon as you got past, it looked like you were just on a mission. You were disappearing.
Yeah, it was really weird with the grip, like you've mentioned. Like at some points, I had amazing grip, and
I'm not the
then
only one.
at some points it completely went. Like towards the end, it was obviously there wasn't much, but then like towards like the last few laps, then it completely came back. So it was a really, really strange one.
That's really interesting. I wonder if anybody replicates the race condition just out of curiosity to see if it's the same grip levels and whether Dawidek is telling the truth.
I'm actually curious to see if I'm actually just like getting into my own head, and that was just me being a horrendous driver. But I don't know.
But yeah, any other notable incidents today, Carrera?
I'm just surprised by how many cars spun on the final corner after the safety car.
Yeah.
Just completely, get underway, but then, just losing it. And yeah, but as well, the first lap incident was, I don't know what happened there. I just see a car or two cars just zooming to the left, just completely going full speed. So I don't know if that was on purpose, because the way it looked from my onboard, it did, but...
Yeah, what I heard in the chat was that someone saw it. It went wrong with Lightning, possibly losing it just under traction, and spearing across, and I think that wiped one other driver out. But we've seen not all was lost on the first lap, with several people making big recovery drives.
Yeah, it was quite a difficult one, of course, because it's a short track, and obviously, yes, there's a lot of laps, but it's so short that, strategy-wise, do you go for a potential 2-stop? Do you go 1-stop? Can you make the hards work? And
Right.
And especially with 2 safety cars, it was, on that first safety car, but then surely it's too early, or do you go on the second? Could be a perfect time, but then towards the end, the tires could fall off, so... It was interesting, but yeah.
Have you done much prior racing on Silverstone Short before tonight?
I definitely have done it a bit. I did actually do a few setup runs before, and I did actually get a really good one in, but I tried earlier today, and for some reason, the grip the grip issue came back, and going through the first corner, the rears for some reason just they lost it, and I even tried, taking my foot off the pedal, taking it completely, off, and it still struggled. So it was a shame because the setup was actually really good around the whole lap.
Yeah.
And could have gotten me a lot better or faster around the track with more grip, and I just decided to take the risk of saying, you know what, I want to do a faster set, but I don't want to take myself out, so just get it to the end.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I couldn't use that setup, but at least I got to the end.
You did make it to the end. You had a good race, and I presume heavily influenced by Braun with the livery choice tonight.
Yeah, I heard you on the stream, bro, and then I did go for that inspiration as well, but as well, white and a neon yellow is probably my two favorite color or combination. So as well, it was kind of, it was a good match.
It's funny because when that livery first came out in 2009, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I thought it was disgusting. And it really grew on me, and I love it now, just because of what it meant, I think, that year and everything. So
it was just so different to the other cars, and then you see that white and yellow car, and you're just like, what is that? And now it's probably, I think it's probably everyone's favorite, what do you call it, livery. So
yeah, and I think it's getting even more iconic because Button's using it in Extreme E and in GT racing and Super GT and everything. It's he's definitely carrying that on.
It's the return of the Braun GP.
Looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to Montreal. Looking forward to Bahrain Grand Prix as well.
I've got a mixed opinion about Canada tomorrow.
Right.
I've had a lot of bad luck at the league races there. It's just completely league race after league race there. It just always, I don't know, just slips out of my hands there.
Bit of a trouble magnet of a track.
Yeah, it's not really obviously due to it being a thinner track. Obviously the barriers are literally where the runoff is, so you can't really run off, especially the final corner. That if you go too much you get a penalty, but then as well you could hit the wall damage, and then that really affects you around Montreal. So I've done a lot of setup changes, and it's interesting to see because I feel the newer setup should really help, but you don't know what your opponents have got, whether theirs is worse or better. You can't really tell. So
well, it'll all shake out tomorrow. But we look forward to watching you racing tomorrow. And thanks for joining us tonight, Carrera fan.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thanks a lot.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Bye.
Well, Dawidek, I'm about ready to wrap up. We've still got several people on the chat, but on the YouTube. But it's hardcore fans tonight. So we really appreciate everyone sticking with us to the end. And a great engagement on the chat. I mean, nearly a comment every 2 minutes on the chat tonight. So that's pretty cool. So whether our owners can stay on track or not, they can generate a good interest in the league.
We can only hope so.
Good stuff, man. Okay, well, thanks for sticking around. Even though you had a nightmare of a race, it was good to get your input. Apart from maybe a couple of words here and there.
Yeah. I'll work on that. Don't worry. By a few weeks, you won't hear any more bad words coming out of my mouth. So don't worry about that. Baby steps.
Good stuff.
Good job with the commentary tonight. It was really good, as always.
Yeah, no trouble, man. I'm having fun, so I appreciate that. But it's a lot of fun. Certainly a lot more fun for me doing this than racing around the back and crashing out, as I'm sure I would be if I was driving.
Yeah.
So good stuff. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks, Dawidek. we're ready for a weekend full of racing again. I think it's not quite time for Division 3 just yet, but lots of reserve spaces and room in the server if you want to come join. As we mentioned earlier, contact one of the admins or reach out on the YouTube chat and we can steer you in the right direction. A good, fun evening racing, interesting race, lots of action, and good to have everyone with us. Look forward to the weekend, and we'll catch everyone on next race day.